Okay.
He looks like
Who's screwing up here?
What are you doing? Why?
It's
Why do you
recorded. No, it's recorded.
Martin started recording about
Recording
10
has started.
All right.
Just
All right.
start.
All right.
Go.
Do you want to do the ad?
No, you can.
Okay, so this episode is brought to us by Microsoft Teams because that's what we're recording on. Shout out Bill Gates and all the homies. Trying to end world thirst, so that's pretty cool.
Also, the most efficient work tool out there that you'll find.
Crazy efficient.
Okay, so we have a potential trophy. It is the Stratford Tigers 2017 Toughness Award.
Here, we'll hold it up to the camera a little bit. Yours truly, I did win last year. You can
Show the
read
whole
it.
trophy.
Here's the trophy.
Yeah, just let it sit there.
Yeah, we'll just let it sit right up in front. For those with astigmatism, this might suck trying to focus on beautiful Grant and the trophy.
Yeah, well, another beautiful week of fantasy football. I don't know. You guys have any statements you want to say?
Brooks, do you have any?
Brooks, do you want to read your statement?
Yes. I gotta go to. It's in. I wrote it in Notes app, so I gotta pull it up. Okay. As you may know, I did lose to Al Willenbrink. So, congratulations to Al. You earned it. Was going to freak the fuck out about how you pitied yourself into a win during our side communications, but I won't because of your professional statement you sent this morning via Notes app. His team is very good, and I just didn't manage my players well enough. I've been riding the same guys the whole year when they deserve a rest every now and then as a reward for their great performances. I am not a football guy anymore and may never be again. My team's performance will decide if I'm worthy of that title again.
So does that mean you're going to change your name in the meantime?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes, he is no longer a football guy.
I am former football guy.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Well, pour one out for Brooks.
Glad we could get that out of the way.
Lexi, what are
avoiding shots against you for being one of the most highest scorers in the league? I didn't comment on that, so.
While we're at it, what are the stats you have pulled up?
I guess you're talking about the stats. Some of the stats I did this week. Do you want me to talk to you about our picks percentage or how the projections are doing against us?
You can talk about whatever makes you happy.
Okay, well, we'll just talk about our picks first. In an absolute stunner, Grant is the best at picking games each week at 55% after going 4-1 this week. Barton, you're 53% right behind him, but we have to go with Grant is better because he's had more games to pick from, so he's doing better over time. And then Witt's at 40%, and so am I. So, yeah.
Fade Brooks 2022.
And then as far as the projections go, the projections that say who's going to win, like with the high, it's just going off of what scores has a higher projection in each matchup. Projections are 45% accurate, so it really doesn't mean shit as far as we know. And Jordy has never been projected to win, so there's your fun stat of the week. So
I just wanted to say pray for Keon. I know that he's had troubles. I don't know if you can see Keon's leg there, but pray for him. He's been through a lot.
Grant, as league treasurer, do you have any statements you want to?
Nope.
How are interest rates?
I have made 7 cents on this league so far, so I'm pretty proud of that. The high yield checking account is really doing its thing right now. Other than that, the money is still safe. I offered Barton a small loan of $800.07, but with a pretty steep interest rate. So I don't know if he's gonna go for it to pay rent this month or not, but we'll see.
If I may
Any
add
Indiana?
or announcement.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, upon further review, I am coming out of retirement, so my team will no longer be for sale. I put a lot of thought into it, and I missed the league so much that I will be returning for the remainder of the
I would have
season.
given you 7 cents for it.
Any Indiana updates you want to share?
Indiana updates. I'm probably going to the Colts versus the Jags game on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Should be fun. Fade the
Are
Colts.
you
though.
still going to take notes for me?
What?
You still going to take notes for me?
I can, yes. Do you want
Yeah,
to move
take
stadium
notes on the
or
Jags
game
offense.
itself? Okay, Jags
I
offense.
want you to bring a notebook and take notes.
It's probably going to be Notes app.
That'll work. That'll do.
All right. Should we
With
cover
that-
the games or what's next?
Yeah, we'll cover the games. Let's go with last week's games.
All right.
Where do we want to start?
We will just start with the first person that I have a loved one. The loved ones that we have this week are all pretty special. We reached out to everyone near and dear to all of the winners, or for the most part, the winners. Had a few switch ups. This first one is, I'm not sure. We're going to have to listen to what this person has to say. Crank up the volume quick. Oh shoot! I'm on Bluetooth again. Got to go back. All right, now we'll try again.
All right, what up? It's Stump's dad coming to you from Eagan, Minnesota. This week's matchup, we had QBU versus the Fantasy Fboi. Hold on, I'm getting called. Why is Brooks fucking? Coming at you versus Fantasy Fboi. Stumps won 153.2 to 119. Better luck next time, Al.
Yeah, it sounds like Stump's dad and Brooks are pretty tight. He gave him a call mid score read. Kind of messed it up.
Wasn't it Stump versus Barton?
Yeah, I don't know why he said Al.
Oh well,
Well, I don't know what he was doing there. You just read it wrong.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Stumpy, good win. I have no statements. I made a big trade with Stump earlier on this season. My players perform better, but the rest of my team is horse, so I'm giving up. My team's a fire sale. Official statement is Russell Wilson, you can have him for a penny. Justin Tucker, you can have him for 2 pennies. AJ Dillon, I'm keeping him. Everyone else, though, just send me trade offers.
wait, why are we talking about your team when we're not doing your?
Well, I released a statement.
Oh, okay.
Some
Yeah,
team,
We'll do a live
Yeah,
trade
what-
offer.
yeah, Leonard
Not
Fournette.
trade for Brees Hall.
No, everybody offers me trades for Brees Hall and acts like he's nothing.
Well, okay, I would give you a
No,
some. It'd be
there's 2 players on your team that I want, and you're
not
not,
Kenneth
gonna
Walker.
No.
Why?
get, because Brees is better.
Prove it.
Oh my God, we're
Look
not
at-
doing this.
Yeah,
right
look
now.
at the
We're
scores.
not doing this right now.
Hey,
He's
We're
had
reading
Rashad
the
Penny in
scores.
front of him the whole time.
Save it
Yeah,
for
but so had Michael Carter in front of him.
He did.
But he beat him.
All
right.
he did.
All right, we're moving on.
You're right.
Damian Pierce, who I did trade to Stump, he played pretty well. Jeff Wilson, he played pretty well. Leonard Fournette, he played pretty well. Stumpy's team just beat me fair and square. That's why he's 4-1 and I'm 1-4.
I think this is the one pick that I got wrong last week. So, Stump, good job. Congratulations, man.
You
But
got
all I
any
got.
notes?
I mean, Stump's team just had a pretty good week. I don't know. His team's pretty solid. He even had a couple guys on the bench perform pretty well. His quarterback played pretty well. Melvin Gordon had a pretty good week. Metcalf had a pretty good week. Even though Stump's 4-1, he was kind of like a fraud before this week because his team wasn't performing very well. But I think Stump's on the come up. So
Yeah, he beat a 1-3 team. Makes him real.
I mean, he put up 153 points. That should win you most weeks.
I've put it up 3 times and I'm 1-3 or 1-4.
Yeah,
So.
Keep bitching. Maybe it'll help.
Brooksy
We
always
went
says
with
that.
that theory last week and it didn't work. Got to double
Yeah.
Brooks, you got any thoughts on it?
Not too much. You guys covered most of what I thought. I mean, obviously, it was nice of Stump to have the Leonard Fournette performance, but I also look at Stump's team kind of like the New York Giants. They are 4-1, but we're just going to need – it's just too small of a sample size right now. Need more games to see if it's just luck or if he's doing well. I shit on Stump too much on this, so I'm going to leave it at that.
All right. we have the next score read. We'll have to figure out whose loved one this is. We got pretty special guests for everybody, so.
What up, boys? It's John Pippert coming to you from Lock Lake. This week's matchup, we had Sweaty Barton in a Moss jersey and Leonard Skinnard, fan _01. Leonard Skinnard pulled it out, 155 to 132. Good job, Leonard.
Yeah, I think this was the payback game for calling Mr. Pippert from his business card, and I think that Lock Lake just needed to pull this one out.
I would like to point out that it's Leonard Skinnard _fan 01. But yeah, Barton, take it away.
My notes are Josh Allen went nuclear, but Dalton Schultz, who I traded away earlier, 0 points. He's a fraud.
The problem with Josh Allen is like most of his points went to Gabe Davis, who Keith played. So
yeah, on 3 receptions.
Yeah, but he had 2 touchdowns that were like, one was 98, and I think the other one was 61 or something like that. So
Keith's team is a juggernaut. He still beat the number 2 team in the league with 16 points from Lamar.
Yep.
I don't know.
A couple of guys on my team didn't perform. Christian Kirk, who had historically been pretty good. I have got 0 points out of my tight ends the last 2 weeks, which is pretty cool. And J.K. Dobbins didn't do a whole lot for me. Keith just had a better week than me, so there's just not much I can say about it.
I've been saying that. You can score the second most in the league each week, and you're still probably going to lose to that bastard.
Well, last week he put up 108. His team is mortal. You got to catch him on a good week. Or a bad week for Keith. Grant?
Luckily, I looked ahead, little look ahead on the schedule here. I do play Keith when Lamar and Mark Andrews are on bye, so watch out, Keith.
Okay. Grant, do you have any?
I mean, Keith is obviously the top playoff contender right now, but I'm really waiting to see what happens in the playoffs because I think Keith might just have one bad week and that might be the end of it.
See, yeah, he's got a good offense, but his defense isn't very good. So
he knows how to play though. He took second last year in fantasy.
He did.
Only behind me.
He did. Brooksy?
Yeah. I don't know. The Gabe Davis with the Randy Moss stat line damn near, that pretty much helped him secure the win. Kind of balanced out your Josh Allen points, like you already said. Kirk Cousins with a nice surprising 24 points also helped him a lot. That's kind of all I really got. Hopefully he doesn't win the league.
Yep. I think, yeah, Keith's painted a big target on his back.
Yep.
Should we move on to the next game?
Yeah, who's the loved one you got for this one?
It's another very special loved one. I believe this is Al's sister. I don't know. Grant secured it for us, so I don't know who this is.
Hey guys, it's Abby Willenbring coming at you from the University of St. Ben's. This week we had Morning Woods up against former football guy. Former football guy in a tragic loss. Took it in the ass, 177 to 179. Good job, Al.
I think that this was a battle of the name changes. We've not had 2 teams change their names more than these 2.
Brooks, what are your thoughts about it?
Yeah. What are you disagreeing about?
It was more about the name changes, but the game itself.
How many times have you changed your name?
Twice.
Okay, and Al's changed it, 3 times?
Yeah.
That's a total of 5 times. I don't know if there was more than 2 in another one.
I see. You're talking about combined. That would make more sense. I was not thinking. Either way, I already released my statement. It was really unfortunate when I cheered for the Raiders touchdown, not realizing it was Devontae. So, because I won my bet, it was always Raiders plus 7.5 and Chiefs plus 3. So
yeah, it was always Chiefs plus 3.
Yeah. So happy I won my bet. I would happily give away that $10 for the win this week, though. So not much else to say. My running backs had a solid week. Despite Nakeem Hines on his team having hardly any points, his other players seem to make up for that one pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, it was the 1 and 2 scores in the league. It feels like this happens every week. where the 1 and 2 scorers face off and everybody brings their best. I think Al might have the pickup of the year so far in Geno Smith. He's a baller. They're letting Geno cook. I don't know. He paired him with Tyler Lockett. He got Tyreek Hill and Joe Mixon in one of the dumbest trades we've ever seen, if you look at it by a blind resume. So, I mean, just looking at it from a blind resume, stupid. Ben, you're stupid.
Yeah, I have another one for you, too.
What's that?
Al turned down the RB1 and the RB6 for the RB22 that was hurt if we want another blind resume. So
Who is that?
I offered him Henry and Eckler, who are 1 and 6, for JT, who is, I don't even know what JT is now, but he was 22 and hurt, but he's probably not hurt anymore. Either way, just saying.
Okay.
Anyway.
Brooksy, you look like you have a budding star in Chris Olave, other than he got a little banged up.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Alec Pierce and Chris Olave are my young bucks. Hopefully, I both do.
Are you taking? Is Pierce coming off the taxi squad?
Not this year. Hopefully next year. He's had a pretty good he doesn't look good like as far as his overall rank, but every week he seems to do a little bit better. So it's promising. So.
Barton, do you already talk?
Yeah.
Grant, do you have any thoughts on this one?
I didn't know what was happening when this game was going down. I just saw the group chat kind of lighting up, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't really know what had happened until today, but great comeback, Al. That's amazing, especially when it's two of the highest scorers in the league this week. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he got 60 points on Monday night.
Yeah.
As far as my thoughts on this game, I just have a question for Al. What is the reasoning behind the name Morning Woods? That's my.
He has Robert Woods on his bench.
Yeah, but I want to hear it from Al's mouth. So.
Well, call him.
I'd like to think.
Well, no, I just want Al, when he hears this, I want Al to shoot a text in the group chat. Maybe a notes app, Al, if you're feeling it.
I'd like to
just let us know what the name change is all about.
I'd like to think that it has something to do with Claire Woods, for those of you who know who she is. If you don't know, look her up, please.
I think Claire Woods is Jordan Poyer's wife.
No.
And Jordan Poyer is a starting safety. No,
Claire Woods is from Egan.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No, because there's some girl that Ben follows that's
Anyway,
a smoke
Al,
show.
a notes app on your name change would be pretty cool. Team did pretty cool. The Travis Kelce stat line of 7 receptions, 25 yards, and 4 touchdowns was pretty elite. It was a big factor to your comeback. And, yeah, I think that's all I got to say on that one. Do we want to go to the next game?
Yeah, let me pull it up. Okay. This next one is another loved one. You guys you can't whisper that loud.
I'm bad at whispering.
Okay. Another loved one here.
Hey guys, it's Ryan Becker. This week, our matchup was Skoger Boobies and Failing Liver. Failing Liver is still failing, as he lost 100 to 111. Good titties, Skoger Boobies.
That was Jordan Becker's little brother, Ryan Becker, Rhino Becker. Bring you that score read. Pretty
Thanks,
good.
Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.
Brooks, you want to start on this one?
Yeah, I can. I was basically just going to say that I'm pretty sure Jordy just traded for Jared Goff. Not sure if he realized that Jared Goff maybe only had 1 or 2 good weeks, but I don't know. Jared Goff didn't have that great of a week, and honestly, his tight end scored 0. His kicker scored 0. His team just kind of sucks. I don't know. But at least McCaffrey had a good week.
He does, and it seems like everybody and their mom is out to trade for McCaffrey this week. Jordy, don't give him away. He's your only bright spot.
Literally your only person.
His team's already bad. You should give him away.
Jordy, if you're going to give him away, you need to get a bunch of good rookies.
Not necessarily
somebody
rookies,
that's
just young assets.
younger players.
Whether it's draft picks or young good players.
Yeah, I mean they're vultures, Jordy. I'm telling you, they're vultures.
I will say though, if Tua was healthy, this maybe would have been one of the weeks he would
Oh my
have
God!
won.
And then he just texted me a trade. Hey, we have breaking news. Ben just asked for Zach Ertz, Aaron Jones, Ramondre Stevenson, my first round pick that I traded to
he's
Ben.
sending that, right?
Yeah, Ben is sending this to Jordy, and a second round pick for McCaffrey and Pittman.
Read what Ben's sending again.
Ben is sending Ertz, Jones, Stevenson, a first from my pick, and I'm ass, and then a second round pick for McCaffrey and Pittman. If I was Jordy, I would say, I don't want your second round pick. Give me a first, and I'd do it.
I would try to get rid of like Aaron Jones older, Zach Ertz older. I would, if you're gonna give up McCaffrey and Pittman, the Ramondre and the picks is good, but I think you want a little younger of a package. But it's a good start for a trade, in my humble opinion. Grant, thoughts on the game?
Jordy just sucks. I don't know how else to put it. Like, that's about all I have to say.
As far as my thoughts on the game go, it was a pretty sad matchup. It was the 9 versus 10 scores this week, and 9 just happened to play 10 this week. So, I mean, Trevor's team put up basically 111 points, and he got a win.
I don't know if Trevor's team deserves the win, but somehow he pulled it out.
He got one. I mean, he had his tight end put up 1.6. His wide receiver 2 put up 0 points. His kicker got him -1 point. His super flex spot got him 4 points. His second running back got him 8 points.
It was essentially a bye week for Trevor, and he almost lost his bye week.
He won it by 11 points.
He did, but he was the second lowest scorer in the league.
Yep.
I guess take him where you can get him.
Well, but then the second highest scorer lost this week too. So
that's what I'm saying. You can't play defense. So Brooks and we got to work on how to play defense.
In my humble opinion, it's better to be the ninth scorer. It's better to be the ninth scorer than the second highest scorer.
I mean,
Brooksy, that's what a stat you should do.
That's a theory that I can get behind.
Versus the second lowest score. See what the records comparatively are. I'd be willing to bet they're very similar.
I don't really believe that. I still think the second highest score overall is gonna be better. But
I bet you it's.
I mean, I lost.
Think it's only happened twice.
I bet you second highest score is 2 and 3, and then the second lowest scorer is
2 and 3.
Or 3 and second highest score is 3 and 2, and the second highest score is 2 and 3. That's my bet. But
I get what you mean. Yeah, it's probably fairly close. I guarantee the second highest score has a better record. So
yeah, probably.
For the last game, we have our first
No, this is game 3.
No, I
Game
think
4.
this is our last
No,
one.
this is the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one.
Yeah, we're on to our first non-human guest. We've never had a guest that wasn't human until now.
Hey guys, it's Nalo the Bulldog here with this week's score reading between Aquatic Buddha and CD's Nuts. CD's Nuts got kicked in the nuts as he lost 111 to 140. Good job, Aquatic Buddha. Stay cool.
All right, hey, should we give it up for all of our loved ones this week? Thank you, loved ones. You gotta appreciate it when you can just gather up everyone that loves everyone, and you can get all the winners to respond. I mean, we got it done in 5 minutes. It was pretty immaculate. People were ready to go this week.
It's a new record for us.
Yeah. For this game, again, 2 teams really going nowhere. We have Blind Resume versus Aquatic Budak. Aquatic Budak, he picked up Teddy Bridgewater for $1, and Blind Resume was pretty pissed about it. Teddy Bridgewater got him 0 points, but I don't know. When you mortgage your entire team and T. Higgins scores you nothing and the guy that you trade for sits on your bench because he already played that Thursday night, you're not going to go anywhere. Your team is ass. You're 1-4. give up.
You're 1-4 too.
I'm ass too. My team is ass. I'm the worst team in the league.
I wouldn't go that far. You're probably the second worst when we get to power rankings, but
Okay, well, either way, I'm 9 out of 10.
Brooksy, what are your thoughts on this game?
My thoughts are this was my most accurate, in-depth analysis of a game so far. I did say that Nick Chubb was playing, all Budak's team was basically playing against lesser opponents. So Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs had a good game against Casey's run defense because they're terrible. Jefferson had a good game. I don't know. My takeaway is that I was right. He had a good bench though too. Amari Cooper and Kamara with over 20 points. So something that you'd like to see.
Yeah.
Grant?
I really got nothing for this game. Just congrats, Budak, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it was 2 losers. Clyde came down to earth this game too.
Yep.
I don't know. Ben's team is dog shit. He scored 111 points.
His only win is against his brother.
Yeah, I mean, he won the one he needed to. It hurt me.
In my humble opinion, this game makes a lot of sense because Budak did win a state high school football tournament or championship, and Ben did not.
He lost 2 of them, yeah.
Yeah, so if you think about it that way, the game does make sense. So.
And neither of them would be considered the 2017 Toughness Award winner, our sponsor for the day.
Yeah, that's just a great win by Budak. Both of these teams they both have a lot of good running backs, which I thought was interesting. But I think Ben's running backs have been propped by like touchdowns, and I think Budak's are just better running backs. And I think that's ultimately what it came down to.
And Budak does have Kamara on the bench who's going to jail.
Yes.
Yeah, after losing this week, I think Ben should just quit everything football altogether.
Yeah. With the new NIL deal, here's an ad read that we can shout out Ben. If you buy his jersey, he might get $1 or $2. It's $140 on Bucky's locker room right now. He might get like $1.
Switch to 69, Ben. You coward.
Yeah, switch. Brooksy, what you got on the game?
Didn't I already talk about the game?
Well, we want more.
No. We'll just go to
I
ad
think
read.
another
We'll
good
go to
league trophy would be if we bought Ben's jersey all together, and that could just be our league trophy. That's another idea.
Lame.
I think depending on where Ben finishes, we could have it be like if let's say Ben finishes 6th, we could have it be the 6th place trophy.
I want it to be something cool. Not really doing it for me.
I'm sorry. It's just, sorry.
Okay, moving on to the weekly report. The weekly report, the best team in the week goes to Al, who was propped up by a massive Monday night performance, who scored nearly 180 points. The worst team in the league is Jordy. It seems like it's got to be like 4 out of 5 weeks now. He's been the worst team in the league with about 100 points. Brooks, another analytics thing you could do is the weekly report analytics. See what you find in there. That'd be pretty cool.
I can do that.
Players of the week: Josh Allen at quarterback, Leonard Fournette at running back, Gabe Davis at receiver, Travis Kelce at tight end, Justin Tucker at kicker, and the Broncos defense. Bench warmers of the week: Tom Brady, Alvin Kamara, Jacoby Myers, and Hayden Hurst. League awards. So most efficient manager goes to Brooks Telecki, who still lost. He scored 178 points. His max points was 190 points. Least efficient manager once again goes to Jordy. Jordy scored 101 points, and he was projected 136 points. Highest points in a loss goes to Brooks Telecki with 178 points. Lowest points in a win goes to Trevor. Biggest blowout was Jack Stumpf over Archibald 420. Narrowest victory goes to, what's his name now? Morning Woods, who beat Brooks by, let's call it 1 point, 1 or 2 points. Overachiever of the week was Brooks Telecki, who was projected 147 points and scored 178 points. underachiever of the week was Skoger Boobies, who was projected nearly 148 points and managed to put up 111.46.
Seen that video.
So there's the awards, and now we got How About Them Bears, brought to you by Grant Tongas.
All right. This week's How About Them Bears is, as promised last week, I'm ranking sex toys. Some of them toe the line between sex toys and essentials, but we're just kind of going for it here. All right. So I had 8 that I was ranking. At number 8, I put condoms because those just aren't fun for anybody. But neither is having kids. So I guess somewhat an essential, but still not really
Hey,
huge.
Ben
fan.
listens to this.
They're not essential for him.
Well, clearly.
All right, at number 7. After my bad experience with the cock ring, I had to put that one at number 7. It also was a vibrating one, but vibrations just did not work. The vibes were off.
Why was it bad?
Well, I couldn't get it working.
Okay.
So-
Well, wait, couldn't get what working?
Just the vibrator part.
Not your penis.
No, that was just fine.
Okay.
That was just fine. Number 6. You know what? I'm gonna move that one up. Number 5 doesn't really have.
No, you're on 6.
No, I know. Oh, shoot. Number 6. Doesn't really have anything to do specifically involving sex. It's awesome. The bidet. I think it is probably one of the greatest inventions by mankind. Your ass is just so clean. If you haven't tried it, you cannot knock it. Number 5, we put the pocket pussy. I think Barton can back me up on this one. Pocket pussies, they're just fun. They're a really good time for when you're alone, and you don't need a condom for it. So,
Or you can share with your buddies too.
yes. They are not dishwasher safe though. We did learn that the hard way. Number 4, we have the vibrator. This one had to be top 4. It's just really nice when it's sitting down there and you just kind of feel it a little bit and you're like, ooh, very nice. Number 3, we have pink and fuzzy handcuffs. Any other handcuffs are not the same. Black fuzzy or just regular handcuffs just doesn't really do it for me. The pink fuzzies is where it's at. Number 2, we have restraints. So tied to all 4 corners of the bed, like Patrick Starr. That's at number 2. And number 1 is the good old essential lube. What are your guys' thoughts on that ranking?
Was dildo on there?
That same kind, put it in there as vibrator.
I mean, we had one. We as a house had a dildo.
I mean,
and it was one of the most fun toys we've ever had.
yeah, but not for sex. I mean, look, if we're
I was
ranking
going
just the
before.
funness of these period, the dildo is going to be up there.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you're just ranking
Non-sexual-
funness of a toys in general, condoms has to be higher.
Non-sexual.
Condoms you can use as fucking balloons. and
Okay.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
if
you
you've
got me on
ever
that
been
one.
to a college football game, they're everywhere.
What college football games
People
are you
blow,
going to?
people blow them up and throw them, and then they just float.
Dude, Wisconsin's just weird like
Yeah,
that.
well, I don't think I've ever seen a condom
I
at
think
a college
some
football
of the
game.
most fun times I ever had in college were with the dildo. Just using them as props.
But this is more of a ranking on sexually based
Yeah.
sex toys.
Okay. I was just saying it could be honorable mention.
I mean, do you guys have any comments on the order?
Read the list
here?
1 through 8.
1 lube, 2 restraints, 3 handcuffs, pink and fuzzy, 4 vibrator, 5 pocket pussy, 6 bidet, 7 cock ring, 8 condoms.
My thoughts are if you're gonna put pink and fuzzy handcuffs, they have to be over restraints in general. Because those are the best kind of restraints.
Okay.
And bidet should be last. Fuck a bidet.
Have you used it?
Have you used it during sex?
No.
Because that's what the list is for.
I don't know. I think there was just something fun to put on there.
No.
American
All right, well,
culture
title
just
your own
doesn't get the bidet.
I am.
All right. That list was brought to you by the Ford Motor Company and the Ford F-350 Power Stroke. I rode in J-Dogs, and it was the time of my life. I've never sat in a more comfortable truck. So buy your Ford at V&H.
What is it? 11.
Should we do the next week's matchups?
No, we have Instagram. We have our ranking section first.
All right, everybody pull it up.
All right.
So do you want to describe what we have here today, Barton?
Okay, so this week's rankings are everybody's first Instagram post. I think there's some pretty clear tiers here.
Are we gonna like send these in to?
I'm putting them on.
Yeah,
the
he's
You're
gonna
gonna put 'em on.
Yeah, he's gonna put them on the video. So I guess if everybody just takes a look at them right now, I think it's pretty clear that the
I know who 8 or 9 and 10 are.
well, there's
Mine.
11.
Why is there 11?
Yeah, I
Because
have
Grant's
9,
in there.
10, and 11 are
Oh.
first series.
It has,
Okay, so
it has
I
to
know
be-
who 10 and 11 are.
Yeah, it has to be the fields. I think Trevor is probably dead last with the picture of the Illinois field, no caption.
That's what I was gonna say as
I
well.
agree
52
with that 100%.
Yeah, 52 likes. I mean, Trevor was not a stud, clearly. Back in 2014, Trevor must have been at the Illinois game and wanted to share with us.
There's not even a filter on it. Like,
No.
come on.
Who the fuck puts filters on Instagram?
There's a lot of filters
Yeah,
in these, trust
just
me.
wait.
Oh my god. Brooksy, what do you got for 11?
I'd stump.
Good stuff.
Good Stump. Let me take a look at Stump's
It's
picture.
Wisconsin's field.
Oh, yeah. I think that's probably 10.
I had Trevor 11 just because fuck Illinois.
Yeah,
Oh, did you
I
ask me
agree.
11 or 10?
11.
Well, 11 because we put.
Yeah,
Grant
I had Trevor as 11 and Stump as 10, so my bad.
Yeah, I have Stump at 10. We all love the Badgers. It is Badger game day today. He does come in at one of our earliest posts, 2013, November 9th.
in. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean 42 likes. Well, 43 if you include Ben Martell. Shout out Boone. So he's got less likes than Trevor, but he is at a little better stadium. I think 3 of us 4 members here have been to the Badgers Stadium and can all agree it's pretty nice. You were with me. You went
And
with me
We were
when
all
we
together.
watched.
I give
We
it a
watched
pretty
the
nice.
Gophers win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's nice. We got to be on the field.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was a good time.
I
So
think,
number 10, are we going Stump?
Well, yeah, 10 is Stump. I don't know
Brooks?
if it's anywhere.
10 I had Stump as well. My notes were same as Trevor, but a little better.
I think 9 is.
Grant, who do you have at 10?
11 and 10 are just a toss up. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
They both suck.
Barton, who do you got at 10?
9.
9, sorry.
At 9, I have Mr. Brooks Tuletsky.
Okay.
Game puck. First Bantam shutout. Little insider information here. This was edited. The original post
Can I
had the
say
word
this?
and then the hashtag after.
No.
No, this isn't your segment. He does have 34 likes, coming in at one of our lowest liked posts, a little earlier than Stump's 2012. He does have by far some of the most comments on any of these that I've seen so far. He has
His fiance is commented on it.
15 comments. Brooks's fiance commented in 2012 that the people want what the people want. Do they still want what they want, Brooks? Can you give us a comment from Tori?
They do want what they want, but that comment, if you look at the comment, was a lot later than the original post.
Shut up. This isn't your segment.
Can I add something to my post though?
No,
No.
that's number
No.
9 for me.
All right.
Grant, who do you got?
That's also number 9 for me. I do have to appreciate the filter, but that does not put you up a spot.
Brooks, who do you have it coming in at number 9?
Unfortunately, this could have went one of 2 ways, but I did put myself because I figured you guys would put me. My notes next to it were the picture was not of myself like everyone else, but they don't know my story. Because you may wonder, 2012, why is Brooks playing Bantams already? And it's because he's that good at hockey where he played a whole year ahead of everybody. So that first Bantam shutout was really important to me.
Okay. I had that one probably around 4 or 5 because I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
did
the
it
hot.
but
I just thought it was pretty funny. It's just a good first post. Coming in at number 9, I had Keith Holm.
Well, hold on. We'll get to that. So, Brooks, what did you have yours at?
I have myself at 9, but if it were me, I mean that's a 1. But yeah,
I think
it's 9.
I think number 9 is.
Can I explain why?
No. We'll get to Keith.
No, can I explain my shit?
Yeah.
So coming in, I had 8 and 9, very similar. It was Budak and Keith. It's relatively similar photos. It's them and another one of their good buddies just doing funny shit. They're just posing for a photo. They're pretty generic. I did like Budak's a little better just because the pose was cooler and they were wearing similar sweatshirts, similar poses. Keith's was just a pretty generic photo. I don't even know why it's on his Instagram, to be honest. So I would go with Keith at 9. But the group consensus is Brooks at 9, so we're going Brooks at 9.
Yeah. I think, what are we going for at number 8? Brooks, let's say you.
I have Keith. What factored into that one was just the fact that it was posted in 2017, which seems kind of late. I am led to believe that he deleted a lot of his earlier pictures on Instagram. I'm sure you guys may have thought that same thing. So, and yeah, pretty lame. So that's 7 or 8 for me. So
I'd also just like to point out in that picture, Jack has not changed a bit. I think there are 0 things different with him since 2017.
So
Yeah,
you have that at 8?
Yeah, so who do you have at 8 then?
I can agree on that one at 8. Yeah.
Yeah, my comment is I also had Mr. Holm at 8. He does have the most likes of anyone, but it was 2017 where Keith did peak. I feel like the first post in 2017 means he deleted a lot of racist stuff from before that. I mean, that's just my hunch. The caption kind of blows too. I watched Jack play soccer tonight. He won 8-0, pretty generic.
Can I point out something?
Yeah, Keith socks mid-shin.
No. The comment from Gecko, I don't care, electric comment.
comment on best comment on all the posts.
Yeah, best comment on all of the posts is I don't care out of Gecko.
Yeah, so I think we're all rocking with Keith at 8.
We rock with Keith because Keith
I'll
rocks
put Keith
with us.
at 8.
And I think 7 is Brooks, who do you have at 7?
Budak.
I also have Budak.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't either, and we're not going to comment on it. Let's go to 6.
Okay, this one for me might be a little bit out there.
How about you go, Grant?
No, I'm just gonna take this over here. I am gonna go with Ben Barton because that kid looks like he should be in a fucking mental institution from that picture. And there's just hashtags for the comment. Hashtag shot, hashtag this, hashtag beast, hashtag at, hashtag Castle Rock.
I strongly disagree because he does have a like from Todd Barton on it.
Those are rare.
Who do you have at 6?
This is
6.
6, yeah. Who do I have at 6? I have Al.
Okay.
Al's only reason he made it this far is he is being patriotic. He wished us a happy 4th of July. Flag emoji, 100 emoji. He had one of the most liked pictures, even in 2015. No comments. I wonder if he turned them off because he was doing racist things before 2015. 2 hot sisters, a hot little brother, and some other random kid.
Brooksy, who do you got at 6?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of regretting it, but I have good reasons. I have Jordy. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I should have switched him with Al. Jordy has just had a lot going on with the mustache background and the 3 pictures jumping off of a bridge in what looks to be like in Tomahawk. Hashtag bridge jumping.
So I think you're making it sound better.
I know.
Yeah, I had Al up top though, and my comment next to why I liked Al's was looks sick as fuck. So so that's my reasoning behind Jordan.
Coming in at number 6, I had Al. Kind of similar to Keith and Budak. There's just not really a whole lot going on here. It's just Al. Is that his sisters?
Wait, can I say something for the number?
Is that his sisters in the photo?
Yeah.
I think
Yes,
they
it is.
are.
Yeah, I mean, it's Al, his sisters. I'm assuming those are 2 of his cousins.
No,
maybe.
one of them is his brother.
Okay, so probably his brother and a cousin, or his brother's friend.
That's Under Armour boy.
Boyfriend of 2022.
Okay, it could be his brother's boyfriend. There's just not a whole lot going on. The one thing I would like to shout out in this photo, it just stuck out to me right now. The kid in the orange sweatshirt, his toes are looking pretty cool. That might move it up. I could be convinced to make that move up a little bit in my rankings. But I'm just going to go with 6.
Wait, can I say something for the number 6, Al number 6ers? This looks like it was taken on an Android as well, which is why I bumped it up a little
this
bit
is
more.
iPhone 5.
But dude, look at how grainy that is.
No,
it's sign of the times. Dude. Back in
it's-
2015, when like we were just barely getting phones and everything, I respect that.
Okay, well,
It's nighttime
it came out
iPhone
2 to 1 to 1 Al. So we're gonna put
All right.
Al at 6.
Hey, one last thing though. What finger do you think Al is using? You guys might have just thought it was his pointer finger. So I'm just saying.
He was throwing up a gang sign, but had to be cropped for his new job.
Yeah, that probably edited if you look into it.
Mine at number 5, and I might catch some heat for this because some of my favorite people in the entire world are in this photo, but it would be Luke Witt. He has the lowest liked by far. He has father Ben Witt. He has fetus Luke Witt. Is that your grandpa?
Yeah.
That's his grandpa, and then he has Jason Witt.
You're gonna put Jason at 5?
he has Jason
How
Witt.
the fuck do you put Jason at 5?
I can't
Has
believe
Jason
you
Witt
did.
looking like the Jolly Green Giant standing next
How
to
the
him.
fuck do you put Jason at 5?
I had to. There's no caption. There's no caption. It is 2013.
A whole
That's just
20
that's a good snow goose spread too, and you're gonna put that at 5?
It's,
with a whole 22 likes. Yes,
Yeah,
we'll put it at 5.
that's bullshit.
it made it in the top half. Like I said, here's my statement on this. Favorite people, but that's what carried it this far. Let's say you, Grant.
I agree with you. I think 5 is the perfect spot for it. No caption, 22 likes. I mean, it's a solid spread, but I don't think the spread is enough to get it up to number 4.
Brooksy, who do you got at 5?
I've been. The kid won't touch a fish with his bare hand, so that really, like, I wanted to put it at 11, but I wanted to be fair, so I just leaving him at 5. My comment on it was, "Pussy won't touch the fish with his hands." So that's my thing.
Coming in at 5, I also had Ben Barton. I had similar reasons for Brooks. He wasn't touching the fish. Looks nothing like he looks like right now. Their boat also looks to be parked on shore, which is an interesting strategy. And yeah, I think Grant talked about it earlier. All the hashtags. It was a lot of hashtags. So
Yeah, I think we can put Ben at 5 then.
yep.
All right.
No, as the final vote, I am putting Ben at 5. To recap so far, going from bottom to top, we have Trevor, Stumpf, Brooks, Keith, Budak, Al, and Ben. So left, we have Grant, myself, Barton, and Jordy.
It has to be you this.
That's
know.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be. I think it has to be Witt at 4. The lack of anything other than great people has it at 4 for me.
No
What do
creativity,
you
no
mean?
caption.
How is it not creative?
That's
Where are you
just like
talking
every other hunting
went-
picture out there.
Yeah, you went for the less is more strategy, but it's been done before.
Yeah.
Brooksy, what do you got on it?
I think that number 4 goes to Barton, and honestly, I think it's because he tried too hard. So
Whoa. All right.
Yeah,
I'm a little.
I had that
I
at
will
number
never.
2.
Can I not finish, or is that okay with you?
No, let him finish.
It's not his podcast. He's a guest.
Well, you asked me, didn't you?
He's a guest. We should let him finish.
Yeah, finish.
I just was saying I'll never forget Harambe. I just think that this was a pity play. I have to put Harambe in the top 4, but he just can't go above 4. So I am a little Harambe'd out. If this meme would have died at 2016, it would have been number 1. But in light of events in the past couple of years, it just didn't quite do it for me.
9/11.
No, that was before. But yeah.
Coming in at 4, I did have myself. For me, it came down to my photo versus Ben's photo, and I thought my photo was just more high quality. For one, there's more dead animals in it, which is pretty cool. More people. We had a pretty good spread showing out. It's just a cool photo. I don't know. It's same vein as Ben's. It's like hunting, fishing, kind of same thing, and it just happened to be. I thought my photo was just a little better than Ben's. I couldn't put it higher than 4. There's just three pretty good photos here that we got left. So I had it at 4.
To touch on why I have Witt higher, I wrote, the crown is a leading indicator to his personality today. Why he's wearing a crown in the middle of a field. So, yeah.
That's a hat.
That looks like a crown to me.
Did someone eat my last ice cream cake?
No, it's in there.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just threw the box away.
Thanks.
It's a hat though. I can assure you
Does
it's
it
a
not
hat.
look like a crown though?
It does. I'll give you that. It
That
looks like a
is-
crown,
That is
but it's
why
just a
I
hat.
had you there at 2. If it's not a crown, then you're back down to 4, and we can all just agree there. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think 4.
No, it's a hat.
Who do you have at 3?
Who I had at 3 is Jordy.
Yeah. Same. He could have just posted the mustache and still made it to 3.
So my breakdown of Jordy's photo, it couldn't quite beat the other 2 photos I had, simply for reasons that will be stated in the future. But what I will give props to Jordy, he's got a cool little edit here, 3 photos into 1, with a pretty fucked up background of just mustaches.
Is this the most likes that we've had on a picture so far too?
No, Keith had more, but it
Keith
is
had
the
more.
most comments.
Most comments. But yeah, I mean, it would have. I could have thought about maybe putting it at 2, but I don't. I think what would have sold it to me to put it at 2 is if there would have been an action shot of Jordy like getting in the water. There's no splash at the last little snippet there.
It's blue balls.
Yeah, you're blue balls on us, Jordy. It's fucked up. So yeah, I'm gonna put Jordy at 3. Grant.
I had Jordy a little bit higher, but I can get on board with number 3. I really do appreciate
Who
the
did you have at
mustaches.
3? Who did you have at 3?
I probably would have put myself at number 3.
Okay. Why?
So,
Why is that?
well, because Jordy's is just cooler, like action shot, and
Well, why did you have yourself at 3?
well, I mean, like yes, high quality picture. I really do like the filter that I put on it. It's still one of my favorite pictures to this day. But I memean, Jordy's is just an action shot, and the mustache is behind it. I don't really think I could beat that out.
Brooksy, who'd you have at 3?
I had Al, but we talked about it. Who did you guys have? Because I seem to side with that.
I had Jordy and he had himself.
Yeah, see, I had Jordy too low. I would have just switched Jordy and Al upon further review. So.
So who are you voting? Who are you voting 3 out of?
I will
Barton,
vote
Jordy, and Grant.
I will vote.
Yeah, I think Jordy's 3.
Either you guys want to say anything or just leave it at that? We'll just leave it at that. We'll put Jordy at 3.
I said that
Nope.
the mustaches were cool.
Nope, don't worry about it.
All
Brooksy, who do you got at 2 out of Barton and Grant?
To Barton and Grant, I do have Barton. I would have switched him and you, knowing that you weren't wearing a crown in that would have made my decision be a little different. So I have Barton at 2.
I have myself at 2 as well. I feel like people never truly forgot Harambe, and I do have a decent hashtag. This is not edited. He was at our game that night. So I was very grateful. We did end up winning that one. Ben's not in pads because clearly he wasn't good enough to play at that point in time. I think it was just an all-around great night, and it's hard to beat. I'm glad I made it this far. This is the highest I'll rank in anything fantasy football related. So,
Grant, who do you have at 2?
Well, I mean, after saying that, I mean, and other people thinking that I should be at number 1, I'll put Barton at 2, but I was going to put him at number 1 because I think that is just an absolutely electric post. Like putting Harambe in the background and that Photoshop job is just nutty. It is amazing. So I'll put Barton at number 2, but I think he should be at number 1.
So I had Barton at 2. There was a couple things I thought could have made the photo a little better. I mean, the number 1 photo, in my humble opinion, kind of
it was predetermined.
It was number 1 by far and away for obvious reasons, which we'll get to in a little bit. But so the reason I had this one at 2, number 1, Barton on his left hand doesn't have anything on. It's just a hand. Like there's no tape, there's no gloves, nothing, which is kind of a psycho move because the guy played guard and D-line.
I took him off for the picture.
Yeah, okay, whatever. So he had no gloves on as a lineman, which is a psycho move.
I was number 81. I was a tight end that year.
Yeah, you played in like a wing T offense. You were a lineman.
Wasn't it Chair better than you?
The other thing that I thought I couldn't quite put it at 1 is the color and the numbers is clearly different. Clearly, the 79 is a yellow and the 81 is orange, which
it's the
doesn't. No. Let me speak. Let me
go first. We played in Stratford where our headlights were tractor beams.
Let me speak. So this leads me to a big conspiracy theory, which is that the Stratford Tigers were not always orange. So because of the yellow striping here, this is kind of blowing my mind that this leads me to believe that at one point in time the Stratford Tigers were a yellow tiger, not an orange tiger, which might come in a future power ranking of why it might show its face in another future power rankings. But I did put it at 2 because of Harambe. So yeah, that's my reasoning on why it's 2.
So, I have something that you're gonna have to answer to. I think Barton is stealing valor from the Stratford Tigers here. He's not even wearing the same colored jersey, and he just walked onto the field after the game to get a pick to make it look like he played football. Barton never even played football.
Also, another thing I'd like to add is Barton's jersey is way too clean. 79 in this photo has a relatively dirty jersey. If you look on like the shoulders,
that's Tanner squeezing Weinferner. He was just dirty to begin with.
Like above the 79, it looks like there's some stains there, whereas Barton's jersey is way too clean. Another reason why I couldn't quite put it at 1. So yeah, that's why I got that at 2.
I'd like to say these are my response to this attack is I did get a comment from Ryan Hanratty.
You're still 2. It's not attack.
No, I did get a comment from Ryan Hanratty. Instead of celebrating getting this number 2, I feel like I'm being attacked.
Okay, you want me to say what I like about it?
Yeah, let's hear what you like.
Okay, the Harambe on it is fucking electric. Like the
Clowns.
caption is "Did it for Harambe." Period. We miss you with a crying emoji. Electric. This was posted in 2016, so we would have been what, sophomores? That had to be like right when Harambe died. Had to be some sort of controversy at the Stratford High School. The Photoshop is shitty as hell, which makes it awesome. Ben Barton looks more like Ben Barton we know now, so that puts it up there a little bit more. And yeah, it's just a great photo. And also the random mystery man from Stratford is kind of funny too. So
Squeezy. He's well known in Stratford.
Yeah, but he's not well known to any of us besides Ben Barton. So
true.
Went to 1.
So yeah, Barton at 2.
Yeah, and that leaves us the last one with at the August Classic, ready to bat.
Yeah, yeah. So, Brooks, what are your thoughts on the Grant Tongas first Instagram photo?
Well, this is the one where the caption and the picture just completely matched each other. Does this kid not look like he's fucking ready to bat? That's the first thing I want to say. And my only comment was this is just raw, just raw athleticism right here. Kid looks dialed. I couldn't imagine this not being number 1. It was my clear-cut number 1.
I'd also like to point out that there's Tanner and 69 other people who like the post, so that's pretty electric. Shout out Tanner and 12346.
Travel baseball usually is over by August, so I'm wondering what the August Classic is.
That was the All-Star tournament. I had to flex on those hosts that didn't make it.
All right. I didn't know.
Barton?
Yeah, it's my favorite picture out of all these by far. I've seen this picture more than any other one. I've posted on my story a few times. Grant looks like a kid that you'd want to offer candy to. I would pick this kid up and I would take him home 10 times out of 10. I probably wouldn't be allowed to go within 500 yards of his games if I saw him there. Knowing what he grew into, Grant by far had the biggest glow down. 2013 to now, he went from a 11 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10. So that's my comments.
Means a lot, man. Thanks.
Grant, do you have any other comments on this photo, or do you make them all that you wanted to say?
I'll listen to what you have to say first.
69 likes
Okay,
as well.
so I had a few notes on this one. When I first saw this, the first thought that came to my mind was, there's no fucking way Grant played baseball. Grant just seems like too clumsy of a kid to have played baseball before, and kind of blew my mind. The second thought that came to my head was, what is that little black knob on the back of your helmet?
Oh, it was an adjuster for the size. Like I could tighten up the inside.
Okay, yeah, nerd.
Yeah.
Number 2.
This helmet also
Why
came
are
with
you
a face.
tearing him down? He's number 1.
That's why it's number 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
This helmet also came with a face mask that I took off of it. So.
Okay. The second or the third thought that I had was one, Tanner liked it, which Tanner was a great guest last week. Thank you, Tanner.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Sorry, my bad. If Tanner still listens to this, I doubt he does. Thank you, Tanner, for liking this. It also had 69 likes, which was pretty cool. The fourth thing I had was, why is this not your LinkedIn photo?
It will be changed tomorrow.
Okay, perfect.
Also, I'd like just my profile photo on Instagram. I don't think it's been changed since sophomore year of high school. If you want to zoom in on that.
You should change it to that.
So.
And then the fifth thing I had was, this is just Grant back in the day in his natural habitat. So this was just a fantastic photo. There is a filter on here, which I think highlights Grant's good features and hides his bad features. And if you can tell on the back of his hair, you can see he was a little bit more of a natural blonde back in the day, which I thought was pretty cool. Still has the same bushy eyebrows. It's just a young Grant in his natural element, just living his best life with a great caption. Clearly, this should be number 1. It highlights all of Grant's good features, hides all of his bad features, which are pretty obvious. And yeah, that is why I had it at number 1.
All right. Yes, Brooks.
This is just for clarification, but another reason why I chose you is because naturally I just assumed you were the kid that bought your own baseball helmet, and you bought a white one while the rest of your team had black ones. I just want you to talk on that for a second.
Yeah. So I was easily like the best player on AA. I got asked to come up for a AAA tournament that year actually, and I low-key killed it. So I can call Mike. We can call Mike.
Well,
the
I mean,
next
this
podcast
leads us
and I'll
to
have him
another
go over the
conversation.
games,
Why weren't you on AAA?
well, politics first of all.
All the
Start
great excuse in all of youth sports is politics.
Dude, I don't think there's more politics in any sport than baseball.
I could argue.
I would argue that as well.
No.
Grant was 12, and they're like, yeah, his dad drives a shitty bus, and they didn't even bring you up.
Hey, they're high quality buses.
Well, they probably are, but it was probably the competitor's bus company that owned the team.
I could make an argument for hockey, but it's from my own experiences.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel like politics get taken away in sports if you're just good at them. So then
can I
just
tell
avoid
you a
it.
story about
Tell me
my
a story.
hockey politics story?
Yeah.
There was
Story time with Wit is brought to you by Ranch Water.
Yeah, it's brought to you by Ranch Water and Zins.
Yeah, cowboy shit.
Okay, so my politics in youth sports is So in hockey, there is these things called like high performance teams, which my good friend Brooks will know. So it would have been my second year of Bantams for like, it's broken down into like what district you play for. And then, so for mine, there was a kid whose dad played in the NHL. So his dad was very good at the game of hockey, but his kid was on the B1 team for Edina. So we're going to break this down for Edina hockey. Edina hockey probably has 3 or 4 Bantam B1 teams, which he was on one of them. And then they have 2 teams above that. They have the AA team and the A team. And this kid made the high performance team, which makes no fucking sense at all. Okay, you guys can fucking blow me. I'm making my argument here. So yeah, this is bullshit. That's my argument for why hockey is way more political than whatever the fuck.
Sounds like moral of the story
I agree
is
with it.
moral of the story here, and Brooks can back me up, is just be better and you don't have to worry about
I
it.
made the fucking team.
No, you didn't. So that explains your story. If you're good, you're just gonna make the team.
Yeah, but how the fuck was that kid on the team?
Because his dad played in the NHL.
Politics!
No, not politics. They probably saw potential.
No.
That's not what they're supposed to That's not what they're supposed to rate you on. It's how you play at the time. But yeah.
This is a fantasy football podcast. I can sit here and say,
You know what?
Scored the
This
third
is a
most
fantasy football podcast. Let's move on to power rankings.
All right.
Wait,
no,
hold on.
Next week's predictions.
Wait,
We already did that.
I would just like to say that Chum's swim team remains undefeated after they beat Lakeville in the very last event.
We did
Shout
not.
out Chum.
We have
Go
not.
Chum.
We have not done that.
We have a lot to go through still. So
Okay, next week's power rankings.
We're
We're gonna start with Brooks's game. Oh,
Next
no,
week.
actually, we're gonna start with Barton's game.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose. I'm always gonna lose the rest of the year. That's my comments. I'm taking Buddha.
Brooks, who do you got? Oh, Brooks, you were gonna write down your predictions here. How did you do last week, Brooks? Do you know on your predictions?
last week I went 2-3, unfortunately.
Okay, so if you get to that 5-0 mark, we might send you something. You never know.
Yep.
Who do you got for Barton and Budak?
I have Barton. I wrote down Budak lacking quarterback and tight end this week. I don't know how true that is. That was from yesterday, but I'm just gonna still go with that. So
Grant, who do you have in this matchup?
I am gonna ride against Barton and go with Aquatic Budak. Barton has no faith in his team, and I don't either. So
Yeah, I gotta go Budak. I was really debating whether picking Barton or not, but I'm gonna go Budak here.
Budak.
Next game, we're gonna go to Al's game, and Al. Oops,
Did
sorry.
you write it down when he took?
Yeah. Al plays Stump, so it's a battle of the former roommates.
ooh,
3 times over.
yeah.
4 times over. 3 times
3.
over.
Brooksy, who do you got in that matchup?
I'm gonna take Stump, and I don't know why.
Yep. Barton, who do you got in that one?
Al's team is kind of a juggernaut after the blind resume trade, so I'm gonna take Al.
Because of the Morning Woods, shout out Claire Woods, I'm gonna have to go with Al. Like I said last week, which wasn't true, I don't think Stump can keep up this winning streak. And he proved me wrong, but I think he's gonna start falling this week.
I'm gonna take Stump if he doesn't start Trevor Lawrence. If he does start Trevor Lawrence, Al will win. But if he starts Trevor Lawrence, yeah. So if he doesn't start Trevor Lawrence, Al or Stump will win. I fucked that whole thing up. But yeah, I'm gonna take Stump if he doesn't start Trevor Lawrence.
Brooksy, you'll be at that game.
Yep.
So, Brooks, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
On your predictions for my record, did you take into account my ifs or buts?
Yep, I had last week. You took Al, but only if he started Gino, and Al did start Gino, so I gave you Al.
Okay, cool.
And then
So yeah, I'm gonna take
yes,
I'm
I've
gonna
done the
take
same.
I'm gonna take Stump if he doesn't start Trevor Lawrence.
And I wrote that down, so we're good.
And he also, Brooks said last week that you do that all the time. You said you never do, and here you are doing it again.
I
today.
try to do it
This
once
is
a week.
fourth
There was
time.
one week I did it twice, but
Fourth
I try
time.
to do it once a week.
Yeah.
Moving on from that, we're gonna go. let's go to Keith and Jordy. We can make this quick. Everyone just say the name and we'll be done with it.
I'm gonna go with Jordy.
Okay, all right.
3,
Now,
2, Keith.
Rex?
I'm gonna take Keith.
I will take Keith as well. Moving on from that one, we have Skoger
I'm
movies.
kidding about taking Jordy, by the way. We
I
need
wrote
Keith.
it down, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm rescinding my prediction. I will take Keith.
Here we have Skoger boobies versus CD's nuts. Grant, who do you got in that one?
I think I'm going to take Skoger boobies in this one. I think the Tatas are really just going to start knocking around the field this week, and I don't think these nuts are going to be able to keep up with them. So
Barton?
I hate Ben, so Trevor.
Brooks?
I'm gonna take Ben.
Yep, I will also be taking Ben just because I think Ben is due for a win. Ben's team has historically been pretty good. He's got some pretty bad luck. I think this is the week where his luck turns around and he gets a win here. For the last game, we have Brooks versus myself. Brooksy, who do you got in this one?
You.
Who?
You.
Okay. Barton?
I'm taking Brooks.
Okay.
I'm going to ride with my own team here that I co-manage. I'm going to take Lou Sassel.
Yep, and I will take myself because I've taken myself every week, and I will continue to ride with that. Do we want to call anyone at this point, or do we want to save the call for the end?
Yeah,
What do we have after this?
We have power rankings.
Oh, okay.
So power rankings.
Oh, wait, can I say something really quick?
Yeah, go for it.
So this is about the time of the season where we need to keep things interesting. So if anyone's looking to commit fraud in the Fantasy Football League, please let me know. I can Photoshop anything. I can help you out. And, just keep the league spicy.
Okay, so for power rankings, I'm just going to remind everyone how this works. We power rank people by their records. So if anyone has the same record,
No,
we
we're
rank
just
them.
doing total power.
No,
rankings.
we're still doing by
No.
record. We've done that before, and we'll do
We
it again.
discussed this at the beginning.
Yeah, we discussed this, and Brooks is on board with
This
it,
is
too.
such bullshit.
No, it's not. I think you got outvoted 3-4.
Well, this is
31.
bullshit. We've done it all of this. Brooks, how do you want to do it? Do you want to do 1 through 10 or by record?
He's drunk.
Sorry, that was a phone call. I would like to go just 1 to 10. Who we think the best are.
Bullshit.
Throw a record out.
Okay, we'll
I
go
think
1 through
that
10 then.
The records don't say as much to what our thoughts are. So
Yep. I'll start. I have me
Are
at
we
10.
going? You're going. Okay, we're going.
That's a hot take.
I suck.
That's
Are we going consensus or just people's?
let's
Have you
go
played
through
Jordy?
it all. I think. Are we going bottom to top then?
Yeah, we're going bottom top. Are we going consensus or are we just going people's rankings?
Everyone.
Okay.
I mean, Barton put himself at last, and I can agree on that.
Brooksy, who do you got?
I have Jordy.
Yeah, I have Jordy as well. At number 9, I am gonna go Barton. Grant.
Toss up between the two. It doesn't really matter.
I suck.
So you're going Jordy at 9.
Yeah, I mean,
Or you
they're
wanna-
interchangeable.
Okay.
I'm a bye week.
Brooksy, who do you got at 9?
Barton.
Yep. At 8, Grant, who do you got?
For 8, I think I am going to go with Benjamin Barton.
Bad take.
Yeah, horrible take.
At 8, I have Skoger boobies.
Are you just reading the league?
Brooksy, who do you got at 8?
No, you.
I also have Trevor.
You got Trevor at 8. I am gonna put. Yeah, I'll go Trevor. Sure, why not? People said Trevor. I'll go Trevor at 7. Grant, who do you got?
I'm just gonna sit out for the rest of these and listen because I actually don't
Okay.
know anything about these teams.
Okay. Barton, who do you got at 7?
I have Budak.
Okay. Brooks, who do you got?
Same.
At 8, I had Budak as well. Barton, who do you got at 6?
At 6, I have Stump.
Brooks, who do you got at 6?
6, I have Ben.
6, I also had Ben, just because he has had some bad luck, but he's also 1-4. So
I mean, he's the second highest scoring team in the league. Third highest, actually. Al scored one more point than him and Brooks, so he's the 4th highest scorer in the league.
Yep. But I mean,
He sucks.
Gotta win.
Blind resume. He's
Gotta
ass.
win.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, winning comes into it, the factor. So
I had Ben at 6 as well, just because I think at some point the record and the points for will even out, and I tend to believe I'm going to believe the record more at this point. So I'm going to go Ben at 6. At 5, Barton, who did you have?
5, I have Al.
Brooks.
I have myself.
I also had Brooks. Barton, who do you have at 4?
Al.
Didn't you just take
Brooks.
Al?
Well, he's got to be picked eventually.
No, you just took him.
Yeah, but he was consensus for.
No, we were doing all our own, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have Wit.
Brooks.
He's a fraud.
I had Stump.
3-2. How's that a fraud?
I had Stump.
I also had Stumpf at 3. Barton, who you have?
I have Brooks.
I had Wit.
Brooks, who did you have?
You.
You had me. At 3, I had Al. Who do you have at 2, Barton?
Who do I have left, Brooks?
You have Keith and. You have Keith and. I don't know.
Stumpf? It's gotta be
Oh,
Stumpf.
yeah. No, you already picked Stump. You took. So far, you've taken yourself, Jordy, Trevor, Budak, Stump, Al, Witt, and me.
It's gotta be Ben.
Oh, yeah, I have Ben
Okay.
at 2.
Brooks, who do you have at 2?
I have Al just because he beat me, so he owns me. So
At 2, I have myself. Number 1, who do you have?
I have
It's the
Keith.
only option.
I have Keith as well. Brooks, who do you have?
Yep, me too. But
I have Keith, but I do think Keith is due for a loss at some point.
bye weeks
So,
are
I
come
have to
into
keep that
play
one.
here. So these could change
Um,
drastically in 2 weeks.
Yep. Does anyone want to call someone, or do you want to wrap it up?
I think we'll wrap it up. We have
Hour 20.
an hour 20.
Okay, yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna go play some Xbox for a little bit.
You guys want to play Apex?
Maybe drink some whiskey. And yeah, that's gonna cap my night. Brooks, you guys got anything going on the rest of the week you want to tell us about?
Rest of the week, entertaining some of Tori's
Clients.
family. So no, not clients necessarily. Entertaining Tori's family, and then if I can present a sponsor, since the rest of you have, this one's brought to you by E&J, just the original.
There's a reason
brand.
that sponsors last. Barton, you got anything going on the rest of the week?
Yeah, I'm gonna crank up the Leonard Skinner and take the Screaming Eagle to the pisser.
Grant, you got anything going on the rest of the week? Just coaching? What are your plans for the weekend, Grant?
My plans this weekend?
Yeah.
Friday night, I have no plans. Saturday, I'm heading to watch Chum's swim meet. And then Saturday night, I'm just chilling at home. Mason and
Do you want to
Schaefer.
give us a review of your quick camping trip? Quick 3-sentence review?
Oh, yeah, it was sick.
3
That's
sentences.
one.
That's one. It was sick.
I walked in at night, and it was really cool.
That's 2.
I saw a shooting star that was orange. It was so close.
That's 3. My review or my weekend plans is My team that I'm coaching's got a scrimmage on Monday or on Friday. If anyone likes to show up, it's in New Prague. We're going to scrimmage Mankato. I have no idea what's going to happen.
2 sentences left.
And yeah, I think people should show up. We could maybe get a little drunk at City Club. Who
Comment
knows?
below
Maybe
your-
13-19.
Yeah.
Comment below your favorite New Prague bar.
Or your favorite weekend plans for this weekend.
Yeah, how about both? Comment both. Comment 1, your favorite New Prague bar, and 2, your favorite or your weekend plans.
If you made it this far and you're a real one, we'll know.
Yeah. Other than that, I got nothing for you.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Oh,
And
will
with
there
that,
be a podcast on Tuesday?
This next Tuesday?
Why wouldn't there
Yeah,
be?
we're not leaving till Wednesday. Never
Well,
mind.
I mean, we could do it Wednesday night in the hotel.
We should do it
with
from.
all four of us.
I think
That would be
Sun
kinda
back
cool.
in.
yeah, I think we should do
And the Sun
a
Lack in.
Sunlack In podcast.
Yeah.
So I think as of now, the podcast is going to come out on Wednesday.
It has been coming out on
It'll
Wednesdays.
probably come out on
Well, it comes-
Thursday.
Well, it's going to be
There's a-
recorded on Wednesday.
Yeah,
It'll be recorded on Wednesday.
and it won't come out till like Thursday later.
Well, it depends what
midday.
time we record on Wednesday.
If you're lucky, you'll get
Well, I
our
have to
special
work
guest.
Thursday, or Wednesday until 5. So
Right, but let's say we recorded at, I don't know, 10. Maybe Grant could get it produced and put out on Wednesday.
Maybe.
it'd have to be real low editing.
Yeah.
No silly questions to Ben Witt.
We could get some interesting guest.
Oh yeah, we
You
can.
can
Oh,
get
you're
the
not-
lady that wears the wigs.
Be in person, which would
What?
be cool.
Yeah,
You
we
will
gotta
be
get the lady that wears the wigs and the chef with all the scabs.
Maybe
Yeah.
we do it at the blackjack table.
Oh yeah, we can get tarp shirt.
We can get some electric live video going too.
We should do
Do some pulleys.
put
I can do
stream
my-
live.
Jason and Wade.
Yeah,
We
we'll,
could. I mean,
we'll
could,
figure it out. We'll figure
we
it out.
could record it in the car on the way there.
And then we can do like some live footage at the Sunlack Inn on Wednesday night.
We'll
And I
figure
can
it
throw
out.
in there on
Point
Thursday.
is, the podcast is probably going to come out
later next
Wednesday night or Thursday sometime. So, yeah.
All right, that's it.
Are we playing
Hello.
Xbox?
Yeah, let's play some Xbox. Are we?
You're still recording.
Yep.
No shit. Where are you going?